a mom saying goodbye to her 29-year-old daughter.
That mother lives in Middle Tennessee, but her daughter died here in Knox County just a few days ago, and what her family is calling an accidental overdose.
New at 6 tonight, WATE 6 on your side. Reporter Blake Stevens is here after speaking with the family of Rachel Ann Hodges.
Yeah, he joins us here in the studio. So Blake, I can't imagine how difficult it was for them to talk about this.
Yeah, no doubt, guys, but for them it's worth it to talk about a very important topic. They want to talk about Rachel to bring awareness about something plaguing communities throughout our country. Many of us know someone grappling addiction. Rachel Hodges fighting one with heroin for 11 years. She lost that battle this weekend. Her mother seeing her body for the last time today before she's cremated. Knox County has seen 11 overdose deaths so far this month. Rachel is included in that number. Her family hoping her death is more than a statistic.
It's probably the hardest thing I've ever had to deal with in my life.
A daughter, a sister, and friend. A person with a big heart, a beautiful smile, and a struggle underneath it all.
She really, really, really wanted it. I just think the demons just took over. Because it is a wicked, wicked drug.
Rachel Hodges' family thought she'd kicked heroin for good. They say she had been clean for 5 months, the longest in more than a decade.
And I told her, I said, sweetie, if you ever use drugs again, it's not going to work. You know you're going to die. And she said, I know that, Mom, and I'm really, really struggling. I'm really, really going to do my best.
This weekend, her family getting the call that it was over. Her mother, Kim, tearfully writing an obituary, a little different than most. It included the words, her death was a result of an accidental overdose following a long struggle with addiction. It says Rachel's adult life was largely defined by drug addiction, but that she was more than her addiction, warm, caring, resilient, and deeply loved.
It could happen to anybody. It could happen to the richest, to the poorest, to the middle class, to anybody. And I thought, if I can help, if Rachel's face, her face can save one person, then she did not die in vain, and that she will be proud of that. And she wouldn't be ashamed. She would be proud that I would do that for her, to let people, if she could help one person, because she had a heart and she loved people.
Her family sharing Rachel's struggle and their struggle seeing someone they love fall to opioid addiction, hoping it helps someone else get clean.
We need help. We need funds. We need grants. We need scholarships. We need whatever we can do. And that's why in the obituary, I want all of the donations or everything to go to that Helen McNabb Center, because they helped her more. They helped her probably more than any place.
Rachel's family believes there should be programs to help people stay sober when they're released from jail or rehab. They want more done in schools because for Rachel, this started very early on. And Lori and Kristen, for all that, they're looking to lawmakers for change.
All right, Blake, thank you. It's had to be so hard, but yes, so brave of them to share her story. And this is so very prevalent.
Yeah, and hopefully it will help so many people listening to this right now.
It really will, especially if you're struggling, and this will help lift some of the stigma perhaps surrounding addicts.
We also want to point out, Kim says that we should not label people things like junkies because they don't choose to be addicted.
And more help is on the way. We're happy to tell you, for those affected by addiction here in East Tennessee, you heard them mention the Helen Ross McNabb Center. Well, they're celebrating a new location, this time in Sevierville. This afternoon, board members as well as people living in that community gathered to cut the ribbon on a new 8,000 square foot facility on Oak Cluster Drive. The new location made possible by fundraising efforts by the Helen Ross McNabb Foundation and contributions by Pigeon Forge, the city of Gatlinburg, Sevier County, and the state of Tennessee as well. The center will offer outpatient mental health services for adults and children, as well as specialty programs like System of Care across Tennessee and the Tennessee Health Link as well. Shelley Hall, Senior Director of Sevier County Services, says in this quote, this new building will allow us to expand our services in the region. She says we're thrilled by the community support and look forward to improving more lives in the community.